Good morning everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're keeping warm on this very bitterly cold day. As for bitterly cold here, it's been bitterly cold for a wee while now. I just wanted to come on and I'm going to keep this video really brief, I promise, because I know I tend to run on and talk quite a lot, and sometimes it's quite a lot of nonsense I talk, but hopefully it isn't. So I think it was Tuesday, I came on and said that Pieces of Me was sitting quite high on Amazon.com. It was sitting in the top 10 of 3 different categories, and I went on to Amazon again last night, and last night in the UK, Pieces of Me was sitting at number 2 for contemporary poetry, number 2 for women's poetry, and number 2 for poetry anthologies. I can't really express how I felt when I saw that. I think I was dancing around here last night for quite some time, like nobody was watching. And obviously I always take a screenshot because, you know, it's like, whoa. It's, for me, it's whoa. I know it was on a freebie, obviously it was on a freebie. But I have done promotions before. And you know, I remember, you know, I've spoke about this to people in the past about, you know, not being able to sell books even though I'm doing my best to market them, and I've often found it quite soul destroying, but I've always just kept going with it because I believe that me writing my words out and hoping that when I do so I touch at least one heart or one soul, then that is, I've done my job properly, and I believe that is what I was put here to do. And so yeah, I just was like, last night I was just like looked and I couldn't believe it. Thank you all so much if you chose to take the download, and I hope, as I said in the last video, that you will tell your friends about it if you think that they could benefit from it in some way. It is free until tomorrow night, 11:59 Pacific time. It is still free up until then. Pieces of Me is actually my 6th collection, but I discount probably the first. I would say I discount the first maybe 3 or 2 because it was just, you know, my writing was not that great. Pieces of Me is a very important collection, as you already know, but it's not only important for me, it's important for every other person out there that has been through a similar situation. And I do put 100% effort into a collection. I always struggle to decide which poems will go in. It's not an easy choice to make if you're writing consistently every day. it's very hard sometimes to choose which ones to go in, and I've often thought, well, maybe I'm not putting the right ones in, but I did hope with all my heart that Pieces of Me would hit the spot, because it's my story, it's part of my journey, it's part of the healing process for me to tell my story, not for sympathy, not for pity, but to let other people know that there is always hope, and there is always hope. No matter how far down the rabbit hole you go on your darkest days and you think, and I have felt it like that quite a lot lately, not this week, this week has been okay, it's been okay, but I still need to see the doctor, obviously. Last week I was walking out here saying I don't want to be here anymore, and that's how I felt. And that's, the video that I made last Thursday when I was crying after I'd come back from jury service, and look at a week later. Life is good, life is bad, and it's often quite unpredictable, and I think a lot of it is when something bad happens, it's like they say, it's 100% on how you react to it. Obviously you can't help the way you're built. Nobody would, deny you if you're quite a sensitive person like me, but you have to try and keep your emotions in check if you can. I know the other day I was talking about the mind being such a powerful tool, and imagine, if it can create so much misery for you, which it can, in terms of you believing that you're a shitty person, then imagine what it could do for you if you actually fed it good thoughts and told yourself that you're amazing. Imagine that. Imagine the power that you would have. And the thing is, this is the thing, that nothing is impossible. Dream it, live it, do it. Nothing is impossible. If you want it badly enough, go and get it. Go and get it. Because you know what? Life is too short for regret. And I'm just going to leave you with that thought today, because I have managed to rabbit on for 10 minutes, as usual. Thanks again, guys. From the bottom of my heart, as I say, until 11:59 PST tomorrow, it is still available for a free download. And I hope to catch up with you maybe over the weekend sometime. I wrote 5 poems yesterday. Whoa, that's the first time that's happened. I need to get some tea. Have a good day, and as always, take good care. Bye for now.